Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 21st. Getting ready to trade at 4 a.m. Currently looking at IMTE and SLGB. IMTE is under a 3 million share float. SLGB is just under a million. Both of these had nice moves in after hours yesterday. So that's why I'm looking at them or watching them going into this morning. And we'll see if we get any kind of move. SLGB, I'd probably look for a break of 2, and then IMTE, a break of 180. Not seeing much. IMTE opening lower. SLGB opened around 175. It's not doing anything though. Also watching PAPL. It had a nice move during the normal hours yesterday, but currently it's not doing anything. So now it looks like it might move. Tried getting in for the break of 2, got in a little high there. Went ahead and sold half at 275. Sold the rest there. I think I only got filled 500. I was hoping to get 1,000, but only got 500. So we'll see if we get a pullback. High of that was 280. High of that 1 minute candle was 280. I did see some large sellers on the level 2, basically 250 to 280. There, you can see one right there at 243. So not thrilled about that. PAPL, we are above the 1 minute, or the 200 EMA. Went ahead and got back in there at 273. Alright, that was a small trade. There it flipped. Just barely missed that one. It looked like there was a lot of resistance there, so I got out of that trade with only a few cents of profit. And then a split second later, shot over 3. Okay. Let's take a step back and let it set up something nice. Not overtrade it. You can see on the 5-second chart here, it has that large topping tail up to 338. That's usually the exit indicator I look at to sell, because usually it reverses off of that. So I'm going to sit tight on PAPL, see if we can get like a 5-minute setup or a 1-minute setup, a nice pullback. The 200 is at about 472. So we still got some room up to it, but just something to keep in mind. See what is on the rest of this. IMTE selling off. SLGB just kind of chopped sideways, not doing much. TI. Like box L might be at play or in play. Alright, so I think right now I'm going to watch a box L, PAPL, and SLGB. We have a 5-minute candle that's just going to be closing. See box L pushing higher. Kind of missed that move. Box L's going up. Cruising. The 200 on box L is at 925, so plenty of room. PAPL break of 281 would be first 1-minute candle to make a new high. VWAP is 276, so you can try to keep a tight stop there. Box L does look like it's, or PAPL does look like it might roll over. I'm still watching SLGB. If SLGB can break 2, which looks like it might go through right here. I went ahead and got in there. I'm in at 197. That was a smaller trade. Popped up, but it didn't really go anywhere. Alright, SLGB, you need to see a break at 225. Box L, probably over 232. PAPL. SLGB kind of failing there. PAPL first 1-minute candle make a new high would be a break at 275. I don't like it though. It just seems like it's gonna do a false breakout. So I think I might hold on PAPL, see if it can do an ABCD. Wasn't a bad move, you got 25 cents there, 275 to 3. I don't want to wait for like a 5-minute setup on PAPL. It just seems like there's a lot of resistance in this area. See box L rolling over, unfortunately. IMTE still not doing anything. SLGB rolling over. ADTX. 200 EMA is quite a ways off. Alright, I'm not going to worry too much about ADTX. Alright, I am watching PAPL. I want to see if the first 5-minute candle to make a new high will give us anything. It's going to correspond with the ABCD on the 1-minute. So you can see on the 5-minute chart here. The next 5-minute candle starts in 30 seconds. Looking for a break of 3. And then a push through 338. And then target, honestly, is probably the 200 at 475. So let's see if that can give us anything. Just want to keep tight stops. Box L hitting the scanner. Watching PAPL here. Oh, the pullback was 248. See Box L going. Box L, probably looking for a 5-minute setup on this one as well. The 1 minute is kind of extended. APL, I need it to not break below 248. If it does, the ABCD is invalid. The 5-minute pullback would still be good though. So we would just have to wait for the next 5-minute candle to form. Currently up $596. Pretty solid start to the day. I think I have about 2 more trades worth of buying power, so let's see if we can get a little bit more. But I don't want to lose a lot of that profit, so gotta keep stops extremely tight. I think either PAPL or Box L is going to go. It's just a matter of which one. Box L is kind of churning in this area. PAPL is still pulling back. I think most people are probably watching PAPL. VWAP is 274. High of the current 5-minute candle is 280. So we have 2 minutes until the next 5-minute candle. XL setting in kind of a double top there at 240. Could try to get in for the break at 250. Again though, I'd rather see a 5-minute setup. I believe that would be safer. Looking at the rest of the scanner, caps, penny stock moving higher, WRO, ADTX, GB. All right. I think box L is going to be the one to move higher. Let's see if we can get dialed in here. So looking at PAPL, it did break that ABCD on the 1 minute. However, the 5 minute is barely still valid. I would look for a 5 minute candle to break 280. It's about to pull back 50% though, at which point that's too much of a pullback. But if it can hang on right here, I think the first 5 minute candle to make a new high is still a valid setup. We just got to give it some time. Then looking at box L, I was going to see if this would be a 1 minute pullback and then get in for the next 1 minute to be higher, but that was a pretty dramatic drop all the way down to 215, 213. Don't know if I like that. Not on a $2 stock. I mean, that's a 50-cent drop. It's a lot for a $2 stock. It's like a 25% drop or something. SLGB looks like it could still curl up, as well as IMTE, but right now they're not doing anything. CPAPL curling up a little bit. First test will be VWAP, so we need to see a breakthrough 271. Don't really want to get in here. That 5 minute setup is premature. Honestly, if you could just hold right here, dip down a little bit, and then the next 5 minute candle, if it could break in 3 minutes, that would be perfect. But I think it's going to go early. It seems like it wants to go right now. Fast and Furious, 17 minutes. This 1 minute candle's 275. GCTK popping up. Very whippy though. I'm gonna throw this over here just in case. Get burned on this one. Yeah, this one only has 25,000 shares of volume. I don't want to get in this one because it could just flush. I mean, and you got 50-cent spreads if you look at the level 2. It's back down to 1 penny. Yeah, there's just not enough volume in this one yet. Be nice to catch a big move on it, but it's not worth the risk. Jump that thing, it could flush $1 easily. Alright, still watching PAPL. I think this is going to be our focus. This might be the last trade I take before like 637. CTK, 75,000 shares of volume. Still have huge spreads. Box L is pulling back way too much. SLGB is still in play, but it's having trouble. Once it like pops a little bit, there's a huge like overhead resistance that just nails it down. GCTK I would be interested in, but it's got to get a lot more volume. I mean, this thing's all over the place. But main focus, PAPL. I want to see the first 5-minute candle make a new high. Right now, that's a break of 275. It's going to be right around the VWAP of 271. So you kind of got two levels there that are in play. All right, right now, new 5-minute candle. So we're looking for a break at 275, break through 3, and then a retest at 338. I'm also watching SLGB. I guess a break at 220. I'm very hesitant on that one. You can see the topping tails, like it pops up and then it just immediately gets slammed down, which has me hesitant to take trades on this one, especially at the highs. If you were aggressive, you could probably play support off of this descending resistance line, but I don't have high conviction in that. And honestly, there's probably going to be better setups throughout the day, so. Box L's trying to curl back up. I don't like this 5-minute candle on Box L though. I mean, that's almost a bearish engulfing 5-minute candle. That's significant. So just watch PAPL. It's still in play. It is the leading gapper still, up 164%. Price to 256, 1.1 million share float. See if you can break 271, and then 275, and then 3, and then 338. Those are kind of the levels. Switching back over to Box L. Alright, watching PAPL. Seeing a lot of red on the tape. Went ahead and got in there at 269. Trying to anticipate that break through the 5-minute. Alright, we want to see a breakthrough 275. Okay, can we hold 275? It's selling half or a quarter. Looks like it's hitting some resistance. There's 283. Okay, can we retest 3? In a large. Another quarter off there. There was a large seller, I think at 280. 276. Selling half. Yeah, I'm gonna sell the rest right there. I don't like that seller. So we got between 3 and 6 cents of profit. I Nothing spectacular. Voxel. Suppose if this one broke 226, you could look for a move to back up to 270. I think I'm gonna call it for right now. Things are getting a little choppy. Would like to go to the gym today. I think I'm gonna call it. It's unfortunate that 5-minute setup didn't work. I did like it. I think if anything, it just pulled back way too much. I mean, you almost had a 50% retracement. It might have been more than 50 from 338 all the way down to 234. It actually was more than 50% pulled back, which isn't good. So I think that's, if anything, that's the red flag on this one. But we tried it, got profit, didn't lose anything, so it is what it is. Yesterday at 4 a.m., the 5-minute setups were on fire, so just luck of the draw, this one didn't work out. Let's run through the rest of the scanners real quick. PAPL, this one we've been watching. IMTE, rolling over. VoxL. I don't know. This one, I think it needs to choose a direction. I think you're just going to get chopped out of that one. SLGB, this one kind of looks like it's wanting to roll over. But also, this is the one you can't trust it. It just pops up and then slams down. GCTK, I don't think this has anything in it. ETX, not much. Don't really see anything. Yeah. I suppose you could look for an ABCD setup on the 5-minute chart of PAPL. I don't want to stick around that long though. I want to go ahead and get out of here. So yeah. Let me switch windows. There we go. Okay. So let's see, I'm looking at the bottom left here. 1 trade, 2 trade, 3, 4 trades this morning. All were winners. None of them were huge. Actually, this first one was. The first PAPL trade was big, but it's unfortunate I didn't get filled 1,000. I only got filled 550. And I think the rest were relatively small winners. So currently up 640, call it $44. So that's pretty solid for 28 minutes into the day. I still have 2 trades left. Buying power enough for 2 trades. So I'll be back probably 6:30, probably like 6:30. Sit down, see if we can get anything up until about 7:30. Go from there. ELPW looks like it's popping up. I don't know if this is a warrant or not. It has a W at the end, but it's only 4 characters. No, it doesn't look like it's a warrant. It's just the name of the stock. All right, I need to take a step back. Giving myself a mental break and actually blink. So, pretty solid morning though. No losers, 100% accuracy. Best trade was the first one. The rest of them weren't bad. So, all right, gonna call it there for right now. Thanks for watching. Good luck, everyone. Be back in a couple hours. All right, starting the recording again, 6:47 a.m. I took one trade on BNAI between earlier and now. I was a winner. I think I got like 130 on it. Nothing huge, but a nice little winner there. Looking to take one more trade. Watching MLEC and BNAI. I like MLEC. It has a sub 1 million share float. The only problem with it right now is it only has 40,000 shares of volume. You can see it's got like 15-cent spreads. I mean, that's a really solid move. I don't trust the volume. I don't trust it not to just drop and flush. That was a nice 5-second pullback there. We do have lots of room on this one. Next resistance levels at 1296. Almost punched it right there for that pullback on the 5-second chart, but I didn't. All right, now we're getting some volume. Let's see if we can get like a 1-minute pullback and then try to get in for the move higher. Big seller on the ask, 20,000 shares at 820. I've noticed that's happened on almost every stock this morning that's popped up. It's just out of nowhere, higher up, you know, after it's made that first move. We're just seeing large sellers. It's kind of unfortunate. It also, despite the low volume, makes me wish I'd be jumping in on the front side of the move more, because it seems like you're hitting less resistance, but it just doesn't feel safe jumping in when there's no volume and this thing could just flush $1 in a matter of seconds. So let's see if we can get a 1-minute pullback here. Looks like that large seller is walking it down. Now at 801. Now 791. I don't see news on MLEC, but it is a recent reverse split. You can see it had a reverse split on January 5th. Low float, volume's good. So from a technical standpoint, we just need a good setup. High of this 1-minute candle is 784, VWAP's at 748. Spreads are larger right now, 20-25 cents. Tried jumping in, didn't get in. Is 846. Saw another large seller pop up. froze. It's not ideal. Still, these large sellers keep going up. 22,000 shares at 895. I thought I saw one in the 70s. So I don't like that. Things all over the place. I don't see a good entry on this. If we start getting a 1 minute consolidation rate in this area, could look for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. We kind of already had our first pullback here. We're hitting resistance. Large sellers are popping up. So there's a few red flags on this one that I don't like. If we get a 1 minute pullback that coincided with a 5 minute pullback, that would be nice. Kind of just focused on level 2 right now. Looking for those large sellers that keep stepping up. Don't want to be holding this into 7 a.m. just in case it would flush. See on the daily level, there's pivots all the way up. So as far as overhead daily resistance levels, the focus is probably just on this 1296 one. SLGB, quite a steep pullback. Voxel, same thing. See SLGB rolling over, Voxel, same. IMTE hasn't really done anything. PAPL, nice move up, rolling over. ENAI, I think this one still has potential. I do have this one up on another chart, just in case it starts moving. The rest of these I don't see much. ADTX has potential as well. It needs, well, I'll take that back. It's not really doing much. Alright, so I think at this point, just sit tight until 7 a.m. See if we have anything that releases news between about 7:02. And then also see what MLEC does at 7. I would be interested in the first 5 minute candle to break 981. But you do have that $10 resistance level that's right there. So it's, I would say, a little higher risk. It'd probably be better to see, just watch level 2 and see how it reacts around the $10 level. And if it looks like it's going to blow through it, then just go ahead and get in. BNAI does have a bit of a 5-minute pullback setup forming. So I'll be watching that. And then I don't really have a third stock on watch right now. I have Box L, but it's not doing anything. So far, it's been a very productive morning, though. Up 770 on the day, so very happy about that. I did size down for just one last trade. I think I have like 1600 in buying power that I'm using, so I'm using normally around 2800, somewhere in there. So size down a bit for this final trade. I would like to give back as little as possible if it's a loser, so I want to keep stops super tight. If I get in, it doesn't look good, just get out, call it good, you know? All right, let's see what we do at 7. BNAI pushing up a little bit. It's a little laggy. BNAI, this is that 5-minute pullback setup I talked about just a couple minutes ago. If BNAI looks like it's going to push through 950, I'm going to go ahead and jump in. Not seeing much on it. LAC looks like it's level 2 frozen, but the time in sales is a little weird. No, I think we're having data problems. Webull onto level 2. The level 2 got crossed, it was frozen. Very unfortunate timing because now it's moving. But I don't want to chase this thing. There is a level there at 10. Kind of got in there at 10:02. Just a little bit room. Push higher. Got 159 shares. Back quite a bit. All right, so that was the final trade. I should have cut that one a lot sooner. I probably did chase it up there. I was trying to get in for the break at 10. I missed it. And then I was looking for support off the $10 level. It broke below it. I thought it might pop right back above it. It didn't. Gave it a few seconds and went ahead and cut it. It was about a $75 loss. All right, that's gonna do it for me for today. It's like 695 on the day. Yep, 695. I don't know how many trades I took. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I took 6 trades. The first 5 were all winners, and then this last one was a loser. So $75 off the top. 5 out of 6 trades were winners, so happy with that. So yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Thanks for watching. Solid day. Hopefully, we'll continue to see a lot of movement in the market tomorrow, the rest of this week, and I'll see everyone bright and early tomorrow morning. If you're continuing to trade, good luck. Wish you all the best, and we'll see you tomorrow.